Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Brittany Charity, and welcome to Saturday Morning Storytime. Today, we are in Halifax, Virginia, at the farmer's market, where we are painting the mural for the town. And we got our girl, Mark Anthony, behind us, getting her little spray paint action on. And I'll tell you what, well, we woke up this morning, rainbow filled the sky. Yeah, we all woke up this morning, rainbow, it filled the sky. And that was God telling us everything is gonna be alright. Well, we gon' pack all these paints up, baby, move on down the road. Yeah, go on and pack up your colors, honey. Move on down the road, down the road. And where we go, well, we don't know. But you know, we just have to go and spread our light everywhere we go. Because you know we woke up this morning, that rainbow, it filled the sky. Yeah, we all woke up this morning, good news in our eyes, our ears and our minds. And that is life telling us everything is gonna be just fine. Shake, 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 shake. Yay! Thanks for being here, everybody. As you've been probably following the mural action that's been happening. And this beautiful little girl, we're calling her Sally Mae. And then there's gonna be my magic coming out, popping out from the concretes. And Miss Mark is just getting in the spray painting game. It's actually a quote about unity, it's about perspective, it's about coming together. And these kids are gonna be blowing dandelion, the seeds are gonna be flowing through the magic. And the quote is gonna say, the only difference between a flower and a weed is a judgment. So marinate on that. Thanks for being here. I haven't been with you in a couple weeks, been moving and grooving and doing all sorts of things. But the book I'm gonna read from today is a book that I found at Mark's house. And it's an oldie, and it's all faded and worn. But it's Junior Classics, the Young Folks Shelf of Books, Old-Fashioned Tales. And actually, I was able to pull out Advice from a Caterpillar. It's by Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland, and it's the section where Alice meets the caterpillar. And I felt like this was a good one to read today because it's about change and it's about knowing who you are and really finding out those parts of us that don't change. Who are we consistently? You know, and what even is change? It's a good question. So follow along. The caterpillar and Alice looked at each other for some time in silence. At last, the caterpillar took the hookah out of its mouth and addressed her in a languid, sleepy voice. "Who are you?" said the caterpillar. This was not an encouraging opening for a conversation. Alice replied rather shyly, I hardly know, sir. Just at present, at least I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I think I must have changed several times since then." "What do you mean by that?" said the caterpillar sternly. "Explain yourself." "I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, sir," said Alice, "because I'm not myself, you see." "I'm afraid I can't put it more clearly," Alice replied very politely, "for I can't understand it myself. To begin with, and being so many different sizes in a day is very confusing." "It isn't," said the caterpillar. "Well, perhaps you haven't found it so yet," said Alice. "But when you have to turn into a chrysalis, and you will someday, you know, and then after that into a butterfly, I should think you'll feel it a little queer, won't you?" "Not a bit," said the caterpillar. "Well, perhaps your feelings may be different," said Alice. "All I know is it would feel very queer to me." "You," said the caterpillar contemptuously. "Who are you?" Which brought them back again to the beginning of the conversation. Alice felt a little irritated at the caterpillars making such very short remarks, and she drew herself up and said very gravely, "I think you ought to tell me who you are first." "Why?" said the caterpillar. Here was another puzzling question, and as Alice could not think of any good reason, and the caterpillar seemed to be in a very unpleasant state of mind, she turned away. "Come back," said the caterpillar after her. "I have something important to say to you." This sounded promising, certainly. Alice turned and came back again. "Keep your temper," said the caterpillar. "Is that all?" said Alice, swallowing down on her anger as well as she could. "No," said the caterpillar. Alice thought she might as well wait, as she had nothing else to do, and perhaps, after all, it might tell her something worth hearing. For some minutes it puffed away without speaking, but at last it unfolded its arms, took the hookah out of its mouth again, and said, "So you think you're changed, do you?" "I'm afraid I am, sir," said Alice. "I can't remember things as I used to, and I don't keep the same size for 10 minutes altogether." "Can't remember what things?" said the caterpillar. "Well, I've tried to say, 'How doth the little busy bee,' but it all came out different," Alice replied in a very melancholy voice. "Repeat, 'You are old, Father William,'" said the caterpillar. So Alice unfolded her hands and began to repeat. "That is not said right," said the caterpillar. "Not quite right, I'm afraid," said Alice timidly. "Some of the words have got altered." "It is wrong from beginning to end," said the caterpillar, decidedly, and there was silence for some minutes. The caterpillar was the first to speak. "What size do you want to be?" it asked. "Oh, I'm not particular as to size," Alice hastily replied. "Only one doesn't like changing so often, you know." "I don't know," said the caterpillar. Alice said nothing. She had never been so much contradicted in all of her life before, and she felt that she was losing her temper. "Are you content now?" said the caterpillar. "Well, I should like to be a little larger, sir, if you wouldn't mind," said Alice. 3 inches is such a wretched height to be." "It is a very good height indeed," said the caterpillar angrily, rearing itself upright as it spoke, because it was exactly 3 inches high. "But I'm not used to it," pleaded poor Alice in a piteous tone, and she thought to herself, "I wish this creature wouldn't be so easily offended." "You'll get used to it in time," said the caterpillar, and it put the hookah in its mouth and began smoking again. This time Alice waited patiently until it chose to speak again. In a minute or two the caterpillar took the hookah out of its mouth and yawned once or twice and shook itself. Then it got down off of the mushroom and crawled away into the grass, merely remarking as it went, "One side will make you grow taller, the other side will make you grow shorter." "One side of what? The other side of what?" thought Alice to herself. "Of the mushroom," said the caterpillar, just as if she had asked it out loud, and in another moment it was out of sight. The end for today. And next week I'm going to finish that little story for us. I hope that you guys embrace change as much as I currently am, along with this one down here. We love you guys. Have a happy Saturday and go on, fly free and gracefully. Bye.